Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today's another Nintendo based episode. Today we're seeing how much my shares in Nintendo are worth according to CEX. Yes, it is a CEX pricing video based on my Nintendo collection because we've gone through the Wii U in the past few weeks. We didn't do the Switch collection because it's a tiny collection and there's a lot of games I'm after. It would have been a lot of this I need. I didn't think it was going to be a good episode until that collection's at least halfway done. But we can do a current price in structure for the whole collection. I'll do my top 3 for each console. The Wii U and the Switch. The Switch one is only one game, so it's Donkey Kong Bonanza, and that's £50 at CEX. But it's still so I will value that higher. So we're going to concentrate on Wii U and Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Wii collection we saw a couple of episodes ago. Link down below and possibly in the card up there if I remember to do the card this time around. My current collection is 48 out of 60 Nintendo Wii games I am after, which is almost there. So there are 48 Wii games. So if I took them into CEX today, how much would CEX give me for my 48 Nintendo Wii games? Don't mind me keep looking at my notes to the left. So I need a prompter there really to make life easier, but we're going to keep looking at the laptop. So if I took my games in today, cash they would offer me £213.53. Which is not bad, but not brilliant, not worth taking in for the cash alone. Always better. The cash is the desperate option. I always prefer to get voucher if there are things I need. Now that brings us on to the sweet voucher. How much voucher would CEX give me for my full £309.53, which is that much of a difference between cash and credit. But if I went to CEX today, with a credit card with no limit, how much would it cost me to get my full Nintendo Wii collection to the point I'm at for the 48 games? That would cost you a staggering £527 exactly. Over half a grand for Wii games. There's some heavy hitters in there. There's one game in there with an accessory worth about £30 more than it is without the accessory. But you can buy it two separately, much cheaper than with the accessory. So they don't say if it comes boxed or unboxed, so if you had it loose, you probably could get better voucher return on it. So what are my top 3 Nintendo Wii games according to CEX pricing as of the 2nd of April 2026? In spot number 1, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Limited Edition with gold Wii controller and CD soundtrack, £22 cash, £31 credit, and they sell it for a staggering £48. Not bad. Return on that nice little gold box. We just barely see it up there. Coming in second, or tied first, is Pandora's Tower, which I only picked up recently, at the back end of last year. If you remember rightly, I only picked it up for £35. Now, if I traded it, now they would give me £22 cash, £31 credit, so I'm only losing £4 if I traded it back in. But they now sell it for a staggering £48 for that Nintendo Wii black case, which is the only Nintendo Wii black case I've ever seen and know of. Coming in third place on my Nintendo Wii collection, called this CEX, is Land House of the Dead 2 and 3 plus the gun, which is just the box standard Wii Zapper. So there's nothing special about it. If you look at it, it's just a box, but they don't say if it comes with the box. They never specify that, so you can pick up Mario Kart Wii with wheel without the box. So what's saying we can't pick that up without the box? I've seen Luke Crossbow Training without the box, and they charge more for that, even though it'd be cheaper to buy the 2 items separate. But how much would I get for the copy of Land House of the Dead 2 and 3 with a gun? We would get £14 cash, £20 credit, and they would charge us a staggering £32 to buy that game. You gotta think, the game alone is £8, the accessory is not £1, that's £9, they would charge you £32 for it together. Which is a bit of a con if you ask me, but hey, it makes my numbers look better if I include that in. So that's Wii. Now we're going to move on to the Wii U. There's only a row of games, but what is the Wii U collection worth according to CEX? My 24 Wii U games out of the 33 I'm after, the 24 alone. So if I took them 24 Wii U games into CEX, they would offer me £124.70 cash. Always like their random pennies them do. £186.50 on a credit note. So the difference between the two is around here now. If I went into CEX today and bought the 24 Wii U games I currently own, it would cost me a grand total of £316 to buy my full Wii U collection as it stands, which is not as much as the Wii, but the Wii got more games. We use more on the shelf. What are the top 3 new games I own according to CEX? And this one will go from 3 to 1. In third place is The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD that would offer me £12 cash, £18 credit, and give me £28, charge me £28 for the privilege of buying The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. Coming in second is Fast Racing Neo, eShop physical exclusive copy. They give me £14 cash, £21 credit, or £35 to charge me the privilege of owning Fast Racing Neo. And the biggest Wii U game I own, according to CEX, is The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. It'll give me £23 credit, cash, £33 credit, or charge me £52 for the privilege of rebuying The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Moving into my Nintendo Switch collection, where I've only got 13 out of the 62 Switch games I'm after, which I'm hoping fits onto one shelf. If it doesn't, I'll deal with that problem when I get to it. So for the 13 Nintendo Switch games, if I took that into CEX today to get some cash, they would offer me £233, which ain't a lot. Credit, they'll offer me £325. Still not a lot for some of the titles, what are included when most of the titles are £20 plus. Or they're charging £491 for the 15 Switch games I own. That's almost as much as my Nintendo Wii collection for less games, which is quite ridiculous when you think about it. How good Switch has held its value when PS4 and the Xbox One values are not as high as the Switch. I want to drop a little bit because the Switch 2 come out, but not as much as I was hoping for, because everything's backwards compatible with the Switch, so it increases the price. So what are my top 3 Nintendo Switch games according to CEX? Coming in third is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. They would offer me £20 cash, £28 on a credit note, or charge me the privilege of £42 to buy Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Tied in second with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is Pokemon Legend Arceus, which I've still not played yet. They give me the same as Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is £20 cash, £28 credit, or £42 privilege to rebuy that. And coming in at number 1 for my Nintendo Switch collection is Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. So if I took that in today, they'd give me £21 cash, £30 on a credit note, which is quite reasonable, but they would charge me £45 to rebuy it, so they're making £15 profit on Let's Go Eevee. And it's not even the best Let's Go Pokemon game, because Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu has got Cypher. My boy Cypher's in Let's Go Pikachu will actually be worth more than Let's Go Eevee. And for a bit of fun, I thought, let's see how much my consoles are worth to give us a grand total from CEX for my Nintendo shares. So if I traded in my all 3 consoles, they're giving me £424 cash, £490 credit, so not much in the cash and credit on consoles, they're very close. Or they'll charge me the privilege of £710 to buy 3 consoles, which, if you ask me, it's a lot of money for 3 Nintendo consoles when one of them just literally a backup take around one, because you don't want to take your best console out. So for the majority of my Switch collection, Switch 1 will do the job. Switch 2 stuff is more at home, or I'm taking somewhere I know it's safe. If I'm travelling, Switch 1 will do the job. So in total, CEX would offer me that much cash, that much credit, and that's the total value from CEX for my full Nintendo collection. That's all to go for Wii, Wii U, Switch, Switch 2, and the consoles I own. So that is what my shares in Nintendo are worth. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down below what you thought of this idea of video. If you don't forget to like this video, smash that subscribe button. I'll catch you lot in the next episode.